Hello, everybody. So I am going to be recording a video. I don't know if Levi's going to jump on or not. I messaged him. He may be asleep. I told him I was wiped out, and then that changed because I got inspired. So the way this started, and Steven, you may be the only one watching right now, which is fine. I started out, hey, Zena. I started this as like a full-on monologue. So this is a video about Happy Gilmore 2. And I began as just like my take. Hey Levi, nice to meet you. Not nice to see you. Rather, I know who you are. This was initially like a full-on monologue, just about Happy Gilmore 2 and my thoughts about the movie. And then I thought this is boring, just seeing me talk. So I turned it into a sketch between John and Napa. Wrote it out. Hey Melanie. Hey Katini. Hey Beck Tolbert. Hi Honan. So now it's John and Napa discussing their thoughts about Happy Gilmore 2, comparing Happy Gilmore 2 to a massage. So I went live so you can watch me record. If that's not what you want, you can go watch our 24-hour live stream, or you can go do something else. But if you do want to watch me record, welcome. Thanks for hanging out, and enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'll try to respond to comments as I can, but I am going to be muting the computer so that noises don't make, hey, Joe. Hey, Nicholas, so that noises don't disrupt the recording. Yeah, it's fun. New old logo, new logo. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and record. I'm gonna turn the sound off so that the computer doesn't disrupt, and then I'll try to keep an eye on the chat between lines. It's a good back and forth between John and Napa, so there's not like long parts I have to get done. And if Levi, it is late here, Honan, but I got inspired, so I wanted to share this with y'all. If Levi decides to jump on, if he sees this, he's welcome. But it may be, I don't know. He may not be live with us this time. Hey, Dragon Blurs, good to see you. Melanie, if you go to villainsupport.com, you can find t-shirts, polo shirts, Hawaiian shirts, a bunch of stuff. As much merch as your heart desires. So here we go. I'm going to start recording now. Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. You? It was like going to a, it was like going to see a great masseuse that you haven't been to in 30 years. Not amazing, not awful, just exactly what you expected, and not at the same time. I mean, you know, it starts out, you see Happy Gilmore, and you're thinking, oh yeah, here comes the deep tissue nostalgia, right? Crap, I screwed that up. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it's not amazing. I mean, it's not amazing. It's not amazing. It's not awful. It's exactly what I expected, and also not at the same time. I mean, it starts, you see Happy Gilmore, and you're like, oh yeah, here comes the nostalgia deep tissue work. Hey, John Price. You have to call in and talk to Napa about that if you want to set up a villain account. Hey, Desert Goat. Hey, Sean Bateman. Hey, Whiteware. And, the massage starts. And the massage starts. You know, it's on your shoulders, good pressure, but then like they drift. And you're just about to say something, but just about to be like, why are you working on my mid back when I said shoulders? And then bam, they hit the spot, like that little knot right under your shoulder blade that you didn't even know was there, right? But you're just like, yeah, that is what's causing all my problems. It's the kind of knot that even the masseuse finds it, and they're like, wow, do you feel that? Exactly. And you're sitting there thinking, like, this is why I booked with you, right? And you've got the next 40 minutes of this massage just with them working on that spot, and it's going to be great. But then, like 10 minutes later, the knot is gone. But you still got 30 minutes of massage left because you paid for an hour. So they just start working on everything else. PG-13, everything else. PG-13, everything else. Get your head out of the gutter. Napa. 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 And this is when you remember that this masseuse is 30 years older than they were the last time that you saw them. I mean, you know, there's a scene that doesn't hit. There's some big characters that show up that you're just kind of like, not really funny anymore. It's not unfunny, right? But it's Happy Gilmore 1 funny. And now, I don't know, it feels a little bit forced. And then there's like, and then of course there's a couple like never again moments, like an unintentional elbow in your kidney. Yeah. Yeah. They know they hurt you a bit, and they don't do it. They know they hurt you a bit, and they don't do it again, but you're still a little bit tense for the rest of the massage because you're worried it's going to happen again. Right. Anyway, at the end, you know, you feel better. Great. Maybe, I don't know, but you know, your muscles are looser and you can move better. So, you know, but is that because the movie was good, or is it because you're relieved that it's over? Maybe a little of both. Regardless, you still tip well because it was decent. Um, you have no regrets. What would you rate it? I thought you liked it. I thought you liked it. I'd give it a 6. Maybe I'd give it a 6. I'd give it a 6, maybe a 7. I'm gonna watch it again because my wife wants to see it, and I'm not upset about that. Hey, yeah, you're gonna. Okay. 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 Oh, just knocked my glasses off. Hold on. Okay. Hey, you're gonna want to reinforce the barrier spells on the rage room. Yeah, Napa's headed down. Yeah, yeah, He's mad about Vegeta again. All right. John's lines are recorded. I've missed all the chat. Hey, Lambda, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to make this content. Thank you. I've eaten, I've had hydration, Xena, so I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. So basically, the idea of the sketch here is that John and Nappa both saw Happy Gilmore 2, and they are talking about it. And then Nappa kind of gets distracted by having been killed by Vegeta, and it kind of goes sideways at the end, and he leaves to go to the rage room. So now I got to record Vegeta's lines, Nappa's lines. Right? Demon image of Bulma into the room to calm him down. I see that. Yep. Yep. This sketch does not have Shooter McGavin in it, but doing God is Xena cool. Colleen, doing a sketch on Shooter McGavin calling into villain support would be hilarious, especially telling him, hey, don't tell the prison psychiatrists you talked to me. They don't think we exist. Something like that. I'm going to put on the Nappa shirt. All right. Let's grab this guy, pop the tripod open, and set up for Nappa time. The prison psychiatrist is actually Deadpool. Nice. What are you drawing, Xena? Chris is always talking about me, Steven. I'm used to it. All right, let's get this lined up here. Go right there. Nappa go right here. Let's scoot this closer. There we go. Now I got to get the lines. All right. Here we go for Nappa's lines. Hey, John. Hey, John, did you see Happy Gilmore 2? Nappa getting eaten by a Mama Burger mimic? That would be a great emoji. All right. Oh, man. I loved it. What did you think? Hey, Sean Bateman. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. 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 I know that feeling. Yes. I know that feeling. Yes. Yes. I love that feeling. Everything else. Everything else. Do you know any masseuses who do rated R everything else? Sorry. Sorry. Don Sandy. So I'm bald and Napa's bald and the shirt was cheap and it was an easy cosplay for me. That's where I came up with playing Napa. And he's dead in the show, so he wasn't doing anything else. Yeah. 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 I get that. Orwin. Orwin. Yeah. Or when someone throws you up into the air and then kills you for. Or. Yeah. Or. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Or when. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Or when someone throws you up into the air and then kills you with an energy blast for losing a fight. Mm. Yeah. Shao Tucker loses. Aww. I raised him, you know. I raised Vegeta, and that's how he thanked me. Zero out of 10. 0 out of 10. Would never do that again. Huh? Oh, no. I give Happy Gilmore a 9 out of 10. I loved it. Yeah. I'm going to go down to the Rage Room and pretend everything is Vegeta. Uh-huh. I'm going to go down to the Rage Room and pretend everything is Vegeta. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go down to the Rage Room, John. Pretend everything is Vegeta. All right. There we go. That's Nappa's last line. Loosen up. Okay. I need that. And now, Nappa visits My Little Pony world, annoys them so much that the ponies go violent and beat him up. Steven, that sounds. That sounds like horseplay. Sorry, everybody. I had to step out. It sounded like Nappa was at my desk. Was Nappa at my desk? Because that, if so, that's a problem. Big problem. You're sure, Levi Markin? You're sure? He was. Okay. Well, he's fine. Okay. Stop protecting him. Fucking around because I'm bored. Sorry. I'm not bored, but you know what I mean. Got to make this enjoyable. Debbie, I'm sorry about that. In a lot of the improv shows that I do here in Greenville, we have pun games during them. So I pun a lot. It is one of my favorite things to come up with a really creative way to mess with the words. So all right, let's upload these to Dropbox, which is going to take freaking forever because my internet's sucky for uploads. Actually, no, that's not going to work. Unless they're going to go fast today, in which case maybe I'm doing this late enough that my kids aren't online and it'll go faster. Hopefully the internet doesn't slow down because of it. It's already starting to struggle because of it. Great. Okay, it's gonna be a while. Napa got chased away by the security goats. Horse jokes are pretty stable. Yeah. Oh. No, the kids are not asleep. The kids are in high school and have homework. There's got to be a faster way to. The screen became blue in tint. Very good chance, Dragon Blurs, because when I'm uploading, my internet connection really struggles. I'm hardwired here, and it still slows everything down. Everything slows down really badly. It's because freaking Apple iPhones. Thanks, John Putnam. There's Levi.
Hey.
Because iPhones record in this stupid .mov format that is like dramatically bigger
Oh,
than
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Levi, I can't hear you.
How about now?
Hello?
I'm seeing the mic. Can you guys hear me?
Try again. Try again.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. You want to know what the problem is? I had my keyboard turned off, so my turn the volume back on button isn't going to work when the keyboard's turned off.
Oh, okay. No, I immediately knew what you were talking about.
Yeah. So I just recorded a sketch about John and Napa discussing Happy Gilmore 2.
I think discussing the movies in the way that, like, I think that's a good idea.
As a sketch, as a review, instead of, because then you can draw people into it versus just being like, hey, I saw the movie, here's what I thought. And when that happens, I go, scroll away.
Yeah. Most movie reviewers, I tend not to watch because they drag it out so much to be monetized.
Yep.
I think that's one of the reasons why the Minecraft video that I did well, because I was like immediately within the first 10 seconds, I was like, eh. So for I don't know if Chris told you, he hasn't been feeling great. I haven't been feeling great.
I'm feeling better now. I took a short nap.
Dayquil and nap have done wonders for me. But I'm still currently under Dayquil influence, and the first dose of Dayquil wore off right before like 7 o'clock, and like I got up, and I meant to be up at 5, but got up and I was like, took the liquid Dayquil because it reacts faster. And then we went out to go get food because no one felt like cooking. So we went out and grabbed food. And then At least I'm able to eat, but like it's my entire like face, like just the sneezing. I'm not coughing, just sneezing, stuffy, can't breathe, feel really tired when the Dayquil wears off. I'm hoping tomorrow I'll be better.
Exactly what you
It was
expected.
probably more the nap than Dayquil. Very well could be
Same time.
the nap that helped out tremendously.
You see Happy Gilmore and you're thinking, oh yeah, here comes the.
But I also needed food, which is why I've been slowly eating. Have you eaten? By the way, has everyone here eaten? Chris, have you eaten?
No. Yeah, of course I've eaten.
Okay. I'll ask. Like he doesn't have much trouble with it,
I
thankfully.
mean, it wasn't.
Was that fat?
That was not a fat joke. It was like you eat healthy. You eat healthier than I do. You just eat more than I do. The difference being, though, I think you're on a different diet than I'm on a restrictive diet. Like I need to limit the amount of food I intake, and you're on like a specific, like you eat specific things type of diet, right?
I wish.
You own. Never mind.
I was doing that. I'm not in.
I still have problems with my diet too.
It's not awful.
Type vape
I mean, it's
cools cough drops.
awful.
No idea.
And also not at the same time. I mean, it starts.
So I have no, monkey. No, you can't say that because there's at least 2 to 3 shorts or videos. They might not be. In all honesty, half of our content is probably sitting on my hard drive and not on YouTube. And you guys may never see it because both me and Chris recognize that half of that content should probably never see the light of day again. Like some of my old stuff, y'all, is his.
And the massage.
I was laying down with my kiddo, and this is an example of like how things have changed for improv for me. And I was laying down in the bed, and I could hear my kiddo Claire in the living room having a conversation online during his game because he got home from school, right? And me and my spouse are just laying there, and like he says something, I say something as if I'm talking to him. He says something, and like I had a whole conversation with quotation marks with him for about 30 seconds to a minute. My spouse is just rolling laughing at this. And I'm like, I've gotten pretty good at improv.
But you just like, yeah.
He doesn't even know what's going on, Claire, in the living room. And I'm just here having a conversation that sounds funny.
And they're like, wow, you feel that.
Oh.
Ooh, that's an itch. Ah. Okay.
So, did you film the Gary part? Is that what you're doing right now, or?
No, I'm grabbing this what I've just recorded so I can edit it.
Yeah. By the way, we have new emotes, everyone. At least in YouTube. I have not added them to Twitch yet. There are a slew of new emotes.
This is why I booked
that I will tell you about as soon as I get to
40 minutes of this.
because I don't remember what they all are.
Great. But then like 10 minutes later, the knot is gone.
So, and there's a new badge. If you've been with us for a year, you've got a little moon now for your badge because you are the moon.
On everything else.
You're awesome. So Acme, type in Acme real quick, and you will get have an Acme day.
PG-13.
Type in treat, and you'll get a cat having a treat on it. Type in eat, you'll get the have you eaten today. Type in Napa eat, and you'll get Napa eating. Type in moon, you'll get a little Death Star moon thing. Type in chef mimic, you'll get a little chef mimic. Type in mimic, you'll get a warning mimic. And type in cook, and you'll see John, Napa, and Levi and a mimic cooking in a kitchen. No. It should be just eat, and it should pull it up when you're trying to pull up the caption, trying to pull things up for the emojis. I'm not 100% sure how to do the emojis on YouTube from here. Let me pop into the other one here.
This is when you remember that this masseuse is
Did not mean to do that,
This is
but
when
okay.
you remember that this masseuse is 30 years older than they were the last time that you saw them. I mean, there's the scene that doesn't hit. There's some big characters that show up that you just kind of like,
Did everyone figure it out while I'm trying to figure it out things? You found them? Okay, there you go.
Right? But it's Happy Gilmore 1 funny. And now, I don't know, it feels a little bit forced.
For everyone here, by the way, we had pretty much the same opinion on how, like, he asked me what I thought of Happy Gilmore, because I watched it before he did, and I gave my opinion on it, which was it wasn't necessary, and it felt like an homage. And knowing what I know about like how the current script and current film happened, I was like, this probably shouldn't have been made. In all honesty,
And then, of
it's not
course,
that it wasn't.
and
It's not that it was bad. It was, in all essence, an Adam Sandler movie. But that's also not a compliment. I hate to say that, but it's not a compliment. And he has good acting range. I'd like to point that out. That man can act.
I don't know, it feels a little bit forced.
Feels a little bit.
And then, of course, there's a couple like
I agree with that assessment.
like non-intentional elbow in your kidney.
I believe if they would have, and I hate to say this, if they would have taken out the characters that he, in all honesty, got upset that passed away. You know, he's sad and angry that they died before they could get together to make the second movie, and he put them in as cameos. He did cameos with that fight at the end with what's his name, Shooter McGavin, in the graveyard. He could have done those cameos right there and left those cameos there. That would have been a perfect cameo. Take out the three people, Cups Jr., Eminem, and
they don't do it again, but you're
the one guy that had the nail in the head. Take out those three people, and it doesn't, and take out those scenes, and it still does not impact the movie whatsoever. Doesn't take anything away from the movie. And that says a lot, because some of those scenes are relatively long.
A bit, and they don't do it again, but you're still a little bit tense for the rest of the massage because you're worried it's going to happen again.
But yeah, we should be able to.
Right. Anyway, at the end, you know, you feel better.
I'll post all the emotes that we have that are actually customized emotes.
Sure, you can move better. So, you know, but is that because the movie was good, or is it because you're relieved that it's over? Maybe a little of both. Regardless, you still tip well because it was decent. No regrets. What would you rate?
Kukuru Cup.
What?
The Kukuru.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and what cup do you want to use? You want to use the metal one?
If we have any.
I have the metal one. It's not currently in use right now. You can give it a quick clean and you'll be fine.
Where is it?
Just on the counter.
Okay, can I have one of the gums?
right.
Oh, they're all gone.
Because you're worried it's
Okay.
right.
Thanks.
Anyway, at the end, you know, you feel better. Right?
Hi, Eileen. Drive safe.
Guys, first one thing.
Yeah,
you're
you're good.
Sure,
I gotta hold off. I don't know how many are left, and I gotta find them.
Pretty sure there's two.
what would you rate it?
Then don't have any left. Don't have any yet. I need to find out who's next.
I thought you liked it.
I love how on my screen this is what all the things look like, but on YouTube it actually shows
I
them.
thought you liked it.
So you can't even see all the emotes, Chris, unless you go to the live.
Right.
You're working on Mama Burger getting revenge. For everyone that wants to know what the emotes look like, though, I can pull them up on my screen and share them real quick, so you guys can see what they look like. Look at these cute little things. You got "Have you eaten today?"
I thought you liked it.
Just a little moon.
I'd give it a 6, maybe a
Feed Napa. Have an Acme day.
6. I'd give it.
Let's cook. Now, these might look a little bit blurry. Some of them are specifically designed to be this small.
I'm not upset about that.
That's no moon. Shh. Shh. It's a moon, isn't that? That's a moon, isn't it, Chris? That's a crescent.
Totally a moon.
Yeah.
Totally a moon.
The little
You could even call that the good night moon.
oh, that's the wrong one. It's this one. Warning mimic. Hey, Catherine. I'm here. Yeah. Not 100% right now. I'm good. There's another Napa eating. That's the sticker, larger sticker. But yeah, I really like these. These are really nice. It's a star moon. It's a star moon. I love that.
Okay.
So and I'm not recording today. I'm probably not gonna do any editing today. I don't feel up to that. I saw your messages and I was like, oh shit, is he live right now? I'll go pop on live right now. I've finally gotten some decent food in my belly and whatnot. So
Hey, you're gonna want to reinforce the barrier spells on the raids.
but yeah, we've got
Napa's headed down.
for me, for things I've got to do on my list is tomorrow, as long as I feel up to it, I'm gonna knock out the Stitch part 3. Get it finished. Since what's nice is since we got that script done for the other one, we can film that at any time. We don't have to worry about like trying to iron out the script since we got the script ironed out for the final part. And then we have
Hey, John.
I have a Lex Luthor skit to film. I have a Batman skit to film. I have
more too.
to edit those. I got the Gary bit done. He has those. Right? You're good with my parts of Gary, right?
No, they suck. No, yeah, I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
I was legitimately like, okay, I'll I was prepared to be like, okay, I'll just leave that on my list of things to do. I'll refilm. How'd the pork turn out? Forgot about it. I really hope it doesn't go bad. I need to probably start cooking it tonight before I go to bed. I mean, realistically, it's up to 24 hours in the fridge sitting and drying out. So I mean, not horrible. But again, I was not exactly feeling the greatest.
Oh yeah.
So at least I'm eating without feeling bad. Hopefully. Dayquil could be doing a lot of heavy lifting right now.
John, did you see Happy Gilmore 2? Oh man, I loved it. What did you think?
Yeah, I did. I used a good amount of salt too. That will help make it last quite a bit. I salted all sides of that thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's going to be a very salty dish. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Proto says hi. You guys want to know funny? We are like, you haven't applied for it yet, right?
Applied for what? No.
Share. Okay. Is it okay if I share the irony of that?
Sure.
We got an email from a chair company, not any of the ones that we were looking at, but like a knockoff of Secret Lab / Razer. And it looks like a decent chair. It's a legitimate company, but we got it like what, today or yesterday?
Came in yesterday.
I find the irony of it. It's just so ironic.
Yes, I know
that's a thing right now.
I know that feeling.
And so
yes, I know that.
There's a good chance that Chris has to double check to make sure that he can accept another offer for a chair. I don't know if he can yet or not.
Yes.
Murphy's Law, if you prefer. Yeah, it's what.
When you come back upstairs, do you think that they're out early? Smells weird. When I went to take a sip, it smelled weird.
Did you wash it?
I rinsed it out, but I
I,
couldn't.
you rinsed it. I said wash it.
No.
These,
Put some soap in it and take the thing to it, wash it, and then let it dry. Literally beating a dead pig. What is, Chris?
Huh? Oh,
I don't know. Chris Wilson said literally beating a dead pig. Oh.
I don't know.
Technically speaking, all I wanted to do when I got up was I didn't want to even go get food. I wanted to go lay back down, but I was like, if I go back to sleep, I'm going to screw my sleep schedule up. So I got to stay awake or at least until like 10 to 12.
Oh man. Oh man. I love John.
Oh,
you
yeah, true.
You want to see a great masseuse that you haven't been to in 30 years.
And I'd rather cook it at night than during the day.
What did you think?
Because then at least like I've got
Amazing.
a cool night to look forward to.
I loved it. What did you think?
But I will say, like,
Loved it.
I don't know. I'll take a look at it. If I feel that it needs to be cooked right now, or if I just need to add some more salt to it, I'll do that. Worst case scenario, I'll just scrape off a bunch of the salt before I go to cook it. Yeah. No, I just whenever I get sick, and Chris, I've told Chris this, and he understands it. Like, my body usually shuts down. Like, it usually does not let me do things, which is how most people react when they get sick. There's plenty of people who try to work through being sick, and it's like my body does not let me do shit.
Do you know any masseuses who
48 hours.
rated R everything else?
Oh, if it doesn't look bad, what I might do is I might just put a little bit more salt on it as a precautionary measure. And then
Masseuses who do rated R everything else?
put it back in there until the morning. Oh, yeah. I have a special seat that I made that fits this chair. And it was made specifically for this cat, in fact. This is Frodo.
Mr. Frodo.
Technically, it's Miss Frodo for this one.
No.
They got named because so I have a Frodo, and then I had a Samwise. That one was sad. But we don't know what happened to her. So anytime Frodo would go exploring, Samwise was right there behind. Right? Like they acted very similar to the movie character. Like Sam didn't want to go anywhere when they were kittens. Frodo was like trying to go places, and Sam would follow along. So right away, I was like, Frodo and Sam. And what happened is like Frodo had a trauma being outside.
Yeah.
He did not want to go outside anymore. Sam still liked going outside, and got out. And then like last we saw her was at like 2-3 in the morning on a camera, and that was the last one we heard. We think what happened was one of the neighbors took her and dropped her off far enough that she was never able to return home. She was chipped though, so if somebody took her, and kept her, they never like scanned the chip or anything. We have chosen to believe that she is just out and about, happy and doing whatever she wants to do. Statistically, logically, my brain think it knows probably different.
Yeah.
But there is that chance that somebody picked her up and just
Yeah.
haven't gone and got her chipped or scanned or anything.
Someone throws
And at this point, the information's so old that I don't know
losing a
if
fight.
they'd be able to contact us anymore anyways. She's out hunting birds. Yeah. I have no idea what Chris Wilson is doing. Oh,
Yeah.
spaghetti squash tomorrow. For making spaghetti squash, I would avoid canned tomatoes is what I would avoid. Use fresh tomatoes and don't like boil them down. Like add the fresh tomatoes to them after your squash and everything is your sauce is ready. Add the fresh, nice I don't know if you like them cold or not, but cut diced tomatoes. It adds quite a bit to it. And some sauteed peppers would go really well with it too. At least that's my experience. She's on her way to Isengard.
He thanked me.
She took the ring to Mountain Doom. That was the wrong mountain, but all right. How about that? You want to go in the new bed? Look at the new bed. Look what I gave you. You guys want to see? You guys can see it, actually.
Would never do that
Chris,
again.
if you look in the corner, I've got something new for the cats. And it shouldn't interfere with recording.
What do you got? Oh, cool. Now there's gonna dive onto your head.
I'm
Hey,
hoping-
you're gonna be for 9 months. Thank you for being a member for 9 months.
I'm hoping she doesn't decide to do that because there is a way for them to like get up and down on that thing. Yeah, look at that.
0 out of 10.
All of you have been trying to get up there for a while. And she's making biscuits. She's happy.
0 out of 10. Would never do that again.
Yeah. So the plan is because that's a railroad tie right there, Chris.
What?
That's a railroad tie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it's got about a 2-inch gap, 2-inch lip on it on each side.
Yeah.
And I don't have the way to channel wood, so I can like just stick a piece of wood on there normally. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably get some wood and find a way to clamp the wood on each side and give them a larger walkway and then put a bunch of shelves and things for them to do up there.
Huh? Oh, no. I get back to Gilmore 9 out of 10. I love it.
Since the cash is going to take a long time. I don't know. Max is up there yet. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You guys can't quite see it from there, but she's being all cute. Look at that. Look at the face.
I'm gonna go down to the rage room.
Yeah, you like that, don't you? Look at her.
Yeah.
But Max didn't take a long jump. He thought about it, and then he was like, you know what? That's a little bit too long for me.
I'm gonna go down to the rage room and pretend everything is
You
good.
captured your heart. Yeah, she does that. You happy up there? Yeah, well, I love you too. Thank you for the slow blinks. She's slow blinking to all of you. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you, Jeremy. Greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I had I feel that. I've lost 2 cats in the last couple of years, and both of them service pets. Fucking. Well, that's a thing that happened. Hope everyone's okay up there.
What are you eating? I see chopsticks.
Beijing beef noodles, and then I had a little bit of hot spicy chicken. I like really hot foods when I'm sick. One of the reasons why is like the only thing I can taste.
Gotcha.
But when I get like super sick, I used to. It's no longer the store. The store that used to make it is no longer around. I have to find another one that isn't super expensive. Used to get red curry chicken. That's like super spicy curry, and I got that specifically because like it would cause me to sweat. I could eat it. It was something that was like besides spice, it's really plain, so it was
Yeah.
something I could keep down. And so I would eat that, and like it would cause me massively sweat while eating it and afterwards for a little while. I'm not saying that cured me, but it
That would
definitely
make
helped.
me panic because I would think something was wrong.
Oh.
Oh, did you get one of these from Unique Dice?
I did actually. Did you buy that off of my page or?
No, they sent me a request for a free sample.
Yeah, I got a free sample as well. I still periodically get TikTok shot.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. I did a video on it, and I've gotten I've gotten enough sales on it. It's periodically still gets a sale. I could do another video. I just don't feel like it.
Hi, Elaine.
Have
My
a
wife.
good day, Jeremy.
Later, Jeremy.
I bet he spoils the dog rotten, and that is why. Huh? Jeremy. The dog has a side hubby is primary human, but still alerts anytime she senses a seizure coming. That's good. I have a magnet on my desk, so it's literally I can spin it and set it on the magnet, and it'll just sit there. It's like literally right there. Ignore how messy my desk is right now. It gets cleaned about once a month. All the trash gets thrown away like every day, but like it gets clean once a month. Oh.
All right. Is done fast.
There we
Took
go.
less than 4 minutes to get the whole thing uploaded this time.
All right, you want to play it, and like I haven't seen it.
I got to get it up on. I got to make sure this is the new one. One sec here.
Yeah, you saw a portion of my desk. You didn't see all of it. I got a good section that's clean, that stays clean. I'm tempted to get like there's a pegboard desk set up. I wouldn't get a new desk. I'd just get the pegboard part. And then that way I can get my monitors on that, because I was trying to think of a way to put my monitors on the system that I have. But that would probably be better. I can get my monitors off. That would free up this spot.
John, did you see
And I'd be able to also attach like my mic and my lights to it and everything. And then my desk would literally be just a desk. And I'd probably organize it way more at that point. You're eating chips? Hey, you're eating. I had soup in this. And I'm full. I'm done. No one else can eat the noodles, though. I don't want to get anyone else accidentally sick.
Come on, CapCut. Hurry the hell up.
Oh, I didn't see your first message
There
of
we
fuck
go.
it. I turned it into a sketch. Oh, goodness. Bunny is such a skilled cuddler. I cuddle her for 20 minutes and I'm almost passing out. That's a good way to fall asleep, though. So how have you guys, I know I got to add some more videos, and I'll do you guys have any other requests to add? Probably the Thanos. Okay, the Thanos videos should be the next one.
All right. So I'm not doing these takes again, just so you're aware, Levi. So whatever your feedback is on this video, I don't care.
Well, then, no, I'm kidding. Levi, looks like he's about to pass out. I'm going to spend some time with the kiddo after we're done being live, and then I'm going to probably do just that.
It's already past midnight, so I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna do the subtitles on this tomorrow. I'll show you the.
I have forgotten subtitles on 2 videos, and it didn't seem to affect them. But at the same time, I do like doing the subtitles because it does help people, and I'm one of the people that helps.
All right, so here we go. My system is lagging right now. I apologize. So
yeah, mine's been doing that lately with CapCut too.
But here we go.
John, did you see Happy Gilmore 2?
It was like going to see a great masseuse that you haven't been to in 30 years.
Oh, man, I loved it.
I mean, it's not amazing. It's not awful. It's exactly what I expected, and also not at the same time. I mean, it starts, you see Happy Gilmore, and you're like, oh, yeah, here comes the nostalgia deep tissue work.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the massage starts, it's on your shoulders, good pressure, but then, like, they drift. And you're just about to say something. You're just about to be like, why are you working on my mid-back when I said shoulders? And then, bam, they hit the spot, like that little knot right under your shoulder blade that you didn't even know was there, right? But you're just like, yeah, that is what's causing all my problems. It's the kind of knot that even the masseuse finds it, and they're like, wow, do you feel that?
Yes, I know that feeling.
You're sitting there thinking like, this is why I booked with you, right? And you've got the next 40 minutes of this massage just with them working on that spot, and it's going to be great. But then like 10 minutes later, the knot is gone. But you still got 30 minutes of massage left because you paid for an hour. So they just start working on everything else.
Everything else?
PG-13, everything else. Get your head out of the gutter.
Do you know any masseuses who do rated R everything else?
Napa.
Sorry.
And this is when you remember that this masseuse is 30 years older than they were the last time that you saw them. I mean, there's a scene that doesn't hit. There's some bit characters that show up that you just kind of like, it's not really funny anymore. It's not unfunny. Right? But it's Happy Gilmore 1 funny. And now, I don't know, it feels a little bit forced.
Yeah, I get that.
And then, of course, there's a couple, like, never again moments, like an unintentional elbow in your kidney.
Or when someone throws you up into the air and then kills you with an energy blast for losing a fight.
Yeah. Yeah. They know they hurt you a bit, and they don't do it again, but you're still a little bit tense for the rest of the massage because you're worried it's going to happen again.
I raised him, I raised Vegeta, and that's how he thanked me.
Right. Anyway, at the end, you feel better? Great? Maybe, I don't know, but, your muscles are loose. I don't like it.
So, you want to listen to my feedback?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm dumping the whole thing, though.
You don't need to dump the whole thing.
Yeah, I do. It needs to be totally reworked.
All right. Get rid of the masseuse bit. It doesn't you can have not the masseuse bit. I mean to be specific, the joke that Nappa makes, whether you meant to or not, it's associated with a racial slur joke.
What joke?
Where masseuses would have a happy ending.
Yeah, he's specifically asking if John knows, and John
and racial slurs and racial jokes. It's
not a racial joke because there's plenty of places that do happy endings that I've heard of that are not just
they're not
legally
supposed to and everything. But at the same time, it's one of those things where I would dump that joke I'm
going to dump the whole thing and redo it. So
okay. I like where you're going with the deep tissue massage thing and everything.
Mhm.
I was like, he's nailing it. That's exactly how it was. You got to that joke, and it was like the first like Nappa doing his thing, being an immature adult. That was okay, but the continuation of it, not so much. Like you could have done Nappa going, and then you've been like Nappa PG-13. Sorry, and that would have been
Yeah.
probably fine, to be honest. But the continuation of it kind of derailed the skit, and then like afterwards, because you changed the tone but kept going back to it, that's where that shift kind of lost for me. You've got a good description. It's
I don't
standard
like it.
practice in some countries.
I'm reworking it and shrinking it down. In countries where prostitution is legal, for example, it's very normal, is my understanding.
I'm trying to think of how to. I know you're dumping it. But since this is a conversation, something said in poor taste that didn't need to be said in poor taste shouldn't have been said in the first place.
It was funny when I wrote it on the paper. It was just a funny little joke. But then, along with everything else, I'm like, you know what? This was funny on paper. It is not funny to watch.
Yeah.
The whole thing, not just the joke. The whole thing.
Like I was like, from a funny aspect, no. I'll be honest there. It's like it was more like it felt like a review. It really did. It felt like a review, not a comedy sketch. It felt like a review. Done with characters who I know. So if you look at it at the aspect of like, is this for our audience or is this for everyone? That skit would have been for our audience, people who know the characters and who would have attached themselves to it and been like, oh, this is kind of, it's a little chuckle, ha conversation that I don't usually get to see. Right. But for everyone else, they would scroll away. They don't have any investment in John or Nappa or the relationship between these two people about how they can do this talk and everything. I will say I loved your reactions. I loved the conversation. It felt like a natural conversation in a call center or in a work environment between two people who are also friends. Looking at it objectively, in that sense, it was a good skit, Chris. It did drag at the end there.
It also needs to be shortened dramatically.
How long was it?
Almost 4 minutes.
Oh, fuck no. You should be able to do that in like a minute. I would say keep the masseuse bit.
I am. I'm shrinking the script up
You
right
could
now.
do that one knot thing and have that be like it's like the masseuse that you book for 30 years ago and they get that one spot that you didn't even know you had to just like cut it right to that part. And then Napico, and then you both have that, yeah. Because I thought that little yeah was funny in the sense of like, oh yeah, I've been there, yeah. And anyone who's been there is going to latch on to that same thing of yeah. It's a, if you've had one, you know what we're talking. If you know type of joke. And there's nothing wrong with those. John has friends. Yes, John has friends. Most of them are villains. This is what I like to say. John's backup is villains. Nappa's backup is pretty much everyone in the DBZ universe, which is, pretty good backup, to be honest. Levi's backup is fucking everyone and no one. What
Levi's backup is to fuck everyone and no one?
Yeah, sure. It's everyone and no one. Basically, it goes, what situation is Levi in? Is he in a situation that we're going to help them? Sure. Who is all going, though? Is it people that I'm going to want to murder as well? Because you're going to have heroes and villains showing up, and they're going to be like, do I fight you? Are you the one causing the issue? You know? I have not used a chiropractor before. One of these days. Why is prostitution legal in the States anyways? Does anyone? I do know. It's because of religious values. And that's been a thing since the United States started. It was never, ever technically legal in the government portion of it. Now, there were states in the United States who had various rulings on it. And even to this day, there's some like leniency in some states.
Well, there are, I mean, I've never used a service, but there are services that exist like escort services where you pay for someone to spend time with you. And if you happen to, as two consenting adults, decide to do that and money changes hands after the fact, they can't do anything about that.
So you want to know, so an ironic thing was he just up and left.
No, I've just noticed that I had a bunch of stuff piled against an outlet and I wanted to move it.
So one of the jobs that Ryu was looking at way back in the day, they were applying everywhere. This was before we had both kids, right? They were applying everywhere. And one of the jobs, it didn't really say it was an escort service. It was like a, I don't know how they worded it. I don't remember how they worded it. But Ryu thought it was a like secretary type thing.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be the escort service. And exactly how you said it is exactly how they described it. It's not legal. They made it clear. It is not legal for you to exchange money for this thing. But if you happen to, and we don't discourage it, and we can't legally say we encourage it, which is them saying that they encourage it. And Ryu was like, I'm so glad I got out of there. And I'm like, I don't blame you. But yeah, we had there was a big here in Utah. There was a big bust of massage parlors who were using it, and this is the reason why I said dump that joke, as a way to do not only illicit activities but human what's it called? I'm forgetting the name right now. Trafficking. Like that was a thing, and it's very common in those massage parlors for human trafficking and underage stuff and everything. So that's why I was like, the joke from as a Napa being an adult and going haha, and then it dying is fine. The joke continues like, do you actually know? Becomes more of a ew. It goes from haha to
Yeah,
real quick. Things are suddenly dark. Yeah, it was. The worst part about it is like one of the massage places that I like had really good reviews that I was going to go to with Ryu. Was one of the places that got shut down, and I'm like, well, I'm glad we never went. Just one of those things. That's why I support legislation much easier to make it safe for everyone. Yeah. How did John and Levi deal with emo and angsty heroes and villains? Have you watched our Batman stuff? Listen, I gotta say this. It's like if it's a meme character, Batbrick, John Wick, Chuck Norris. I saw that comment that said Chuck Norris wouldn't win, and that you turned around and you replied to. And I was like, the meme version would, and the guy would turn around and was like, no, it wouldn't. And I'm like, yeah. Kevin McAllister. These are characters that, through the power of memes, have way more ability than they should. Emo Peter Parker calls Levi. What color eyes should Mama Burger have? I have no idea what you mean by that. But I guess yellow is what Colleen says. Amber, no happy endings. If you know, you know, yeah. And that's the thing. There's a joke made in, like, there are limits to some jokes where you can make a hint at it or make the joke once, but the moment you proceed to continue to drag that joke out, and in the 80s and 90s, you could do that. To be clear, in the 80s and 90s, you could make an entire segment off of one joke, and everyone would be laughing their asses off. That is not the case anymore. And one of the things I really respect of some of the comedians that worked back then who've changed their stuff is a good portion of them, mind you. The ones who have had success say this. The ones who have had trouble adapting do not. But the ones who have changed have said a good comedian knows how to punch up. A good comedian knows how to tell the jokes of the time and leave the jokes to the past where they belong. And I took that to heart, and I was like, there's jokes and skits that me and Chris have done that probably will not get told ever again. Because they were jokes of the time. Like COVID jokes are kind of still a thing, but it's not that they're in poor taste. It's just like a ha ha type of joke. You don't get nearly the same reaction as you did right when COVID happened and slightly afterwards. Now you get kind of most people get depressed because it's still a fucking thing. And maybe 5-10 years down the road, we'll be able to joke about it and people will be able to laugh again. But right now, it went from funny to depressing funny. No one wants to sit there and go, yeah. Fuck, I got to put my mask back on when I got to leave because of this. And I feel like shit already. I think I need to go get a test. Let's go get the swab done. You know, that sucks. No one wants to think about that shit. Did people actually laugh at the drawn out jokes or did the laugh tracks? I watch a lot of live stand-up comedy for a reason. I hate the laugh tracks. And it's the same fucking laugh track most times. The same one that was made like in the, what was it? 50s, I think it was, or something. 40s or 50s. It's the same laugh track. It's the one that you hear in all the sitcoms and stuff like that. That same, fucking. And it's funny. It's filmed in front of a live audience, but we use a laugh track to cover them up. Prime example, Spaceballs. That's a very good example, to be perfectly honest. I am a little bit worried about Spaceballs 2 for the same reason that some other people are. That, like, there's jokes that Spaceballs 2 should not make. And there's jokes that they absolutely should. But these are coming from people, from comedians who have changed their comedy style to match with the times, depending on when they're making their stuff. So I am hesitantly looking forward to it because it's still a sequel to something that took place decades ago. Yeah, they're making a Spaceballs 2. Kevin Trap Mouse? Who's Kevin Trap Mouse? The skit I did about the McAllister home defense system. I did better the second time around than I did the first. I decided not to post it on the other socials as a repost, specifically because that video was done like originally in January. And the only reason I re-uploaded it is I re-uploaded it, the full version, on YouTube because YouTube had changed its shorts stuff. And so I could upload the full version as a short now.
Okay, I think this is much tighter than it was, without losing too much.
All right, Oh.
You can do Nappa's lines.
Okay, I'm not gonna do Nappa's voice today though.
No, just do your voice.
Hey John, did you see Happy Gilmore 2? I loved it.
I felt like he was going to see a great masseuse you haven't seen in 30 years. Not amazing, not awful. It starts, you see Happy Gilmore, and you're thinking, oh yeah, here comes the nostalgia deep tissue work.
Oh yeah.
They start on your shoulders, good pressure, but then they drift. And you think, why mid-back? I said shoulders. Then boom, they hit the spot. That weird, tight little muscle under your shoulder blade, where even the masseuse goes, wow, now that's a knot.
Yes, exactly.
And you're thinking, this is why I booked you. But 10 minutes later, the knot's gone. And you've still got 30 minutes of massage left because you paid for an hour. So they just massage everything else.
Everything else?
PG-13, everything else.
Oh, sorry.
And you're reminded this masseuse is 30 years older than the last time you saw them. Some scenes don't hit. It's not unfunny. It's just Happy Gilmore 1 funny.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
And there's a couple unintentional elbow in the kidney moments that just don't feel right at all.
Like when somebody throws you in the air and kills you for losing a fight.
When did that happen in the movie?
I raised him, you know. I raised Vegeta. And that's how he thanked me.
Oh, Vegeta flashback. Anyway, movie ends. You feel better? Great? Maybe. You still tip well because it was decent? You have no regrets? Well, what would you rate it?
0 out of 10. Would never do that again.
I thought you liked it.
Oh, no, I give Happy Gilmore 2 a 9 out of 10. I loved it. I was rating Vegeta a 0.
Oh, I give it a 6, maybe a 7.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go down to the range room and pretend everything is Vegeta now.
Okay. Hey, reinforce the barrier spells in the rage room. Nappa's headed down. Yeah, he's mad at Vegeta again.
I would say you could let it end with Nappa saying I would pretend everything is Vegeta.
Yep.
And
Actually,
I still like that. It's still like you got those jokes and the way you describe things still hits really well. I don't think it's necessary to have John say anything. I think it's funnier just to have him go, I'm gonna just go destroy shit. I think it's much fun because it also is reminiscent of the Happy Gilmore movie.
yeah, you're right. Yeah. He's just gonna go. You think it's gonna be? I give it a 6, maybe a 7. And he goes, well, I'm gonna go down to the rage room and pretend everything is Vegeta.
Yeah, I like that quite a lot. I like that ending.
So you're right. The reason this is in the sketch is because if I say massage everything else, people are gonna read this into it unintentionally.
Yeah, no, I agree. That right there is that classic immature type of thing, and that's still prevalent in society as a whole. And then John just making a correction and Nappa being an adult and going, sorry, reading the room and moving forward feels correct and feels right and allows you to keep the tone and pace of the skit as well.
Actually,
it doesn't defer from the skit. And I will say this, there's a thing that both me and Chris are guilty of doing, where we will make a skit and there's two versions of this. First version is we will want to add the person into the skit. We'll be like, hey, Levi, do you want a part in this? And both of us will say yes to that. And like, yeah, sure. Like we love doing skits together. And then we'll go and make, and we'll be like, you didn't need to be in the skit. It doesn't add anything to it. I could take you out. It doesn't ruin anything. And it sucks that that's a thing, but that's a thing. The second one is we'll make a skit and we'll be like, hey, I want to be part of that. Is it okay if I be part of it? But again, back to it doesn't need it, right? there's no reason for Levi to interject into that in any shape, form, or way. If we were doing a half-hour skit and this was a 2-minute version, and then down the road, after a few other things happen, Levi's making that comment, that would make sense in a sitcom style, comedy style, maybe animation or something. Having those callbacks, absolutely perfect. And I have those callbacks in our longer series, in the Stitch series, in the Constantine versus Dresden, in the joke stuff. All that stuff has our lore hinted back through it, or future lore that I know I want us to do or do callbacks on, or really old lore that we technically need to refilm or redo. Doing callback.
I think this does it better.
Okay, one second.
So John goes, and you're thinking, this is why I booked you. But 10 minutes later, the knot's gone. And you've still got 30 minutes of massage left because you paid for an hour. So they just massage everything else. PG-13, everything else.
Oh, Nappa needs to be offended. Just be like, I didn't, like, arms crossed. I didn't say anything.
Oh.
And then he needs to have like that pause and then say "yet" underneath his breath.
No, he's gonna go, oh, I didn't say anything.
We both know you were thinking it. I think if you say "yet" and then just let John do that look of anyway, because then you don't have to say it. It's just John just gives that look of
Yeah.
Anyway.
Huh.
And that's in tune to the Happy
I didn't
Gilmore.
say anything yet.
And that's very much in tune with the Happy Gilmore stuff.
Yep. And anyway, you're reminded this masseuse is 30 years old than the last time you saw them. Some scenes just don't hit. It's not unfunny. It's just Happy Gilmore 1 funny. How can I get rid of one little line to pull that last line up onto page 1 and have it be a 1-page sketch?
Scroll down.
There we go. It's not unfunny. It's just Happy Gilmore 1 funny. And of course, there's a couple unintentional elbow in the kidney moments that just don't feel right at all.
Like when somebody throws you into the air and kills you for losing a fight.
When did that happen in the movie?
I raised him, I raised Vegeta. And that's how he thanks me.
Oh, okay. You're having a Vegeta flashback. Anyway, movie ends. You feel better? Great? Maybe. You still tip well because it was decent? You have no regrets? What would you rate it?
0 out of 10. We never do that again.
I thought you liked it.
Oh, no. I give Happy Gilmore 2 out of 9. Happy Gilmore. Ew. I screwed that up. Gotta love dyslexia. Oh no, I give Happy Gilmore 2 a 9 out of 10. I loved it. I was rating Vegeta a 0.
I'd give it a 6, maybe a 7.
Well, I'm gonna go down to the rage room and pretend everything's Vegeta.
All right. Well, I'm gonna record that over the weekend because I don't have any more Nappa in me tonight. It is 12:45. I need to go to bed.
I do too.
Not everybody. Thanks for joining us.
My normal closing.
Yeah, my normal fast speech. Not everybody.
I love y'all.
Lack of disclaimer is a product of villain.
Sure.
Having a lack of a disclaimer. Wait, how's it go? How's it going? Having acme days is a product of villain. Having a yeah.
Just end it. End our
Having a lack of disclaimer is a product of villain. Having a lack of disclaimer would retroactively build to your account. Have a lack of disclaimer. Bye.